So here, for an example, it would have taken 2 to 3 hours. By using both the concepts, traditional way of coding plus vibe coding, it is now taking only 1 hour. It is just like it will be solving only 12% of your problem. You will input the prompt and after that AI will process it, and after that it will build a prototype output. Not like you will get an entire full-fledged website. It is just like you will be working to build a site. Using Python itself, you will not be able to solve this problem and your entire site will get crashed if you don't have the understanding for Python itself.
Okay, how do we build a proper software? We learn a particular programming language, we implement that knowledge in order to develop a software. It may be an iOS app or maybe an Android app, or it can be a web application. It doesn't matter, depending on what technologies that we have learned and how we use it. There is a simple concept of developing a software.
So in this part, we'll be talking about vibe coding, what exactly vibe coding is. In extremely simple language, it is just like using AI to build a software and you have nothing to do with the lines of code. You need to enter the prompt, and in that prompt, what exactly that you want to develop, that should be there, and by using what language you will be preparing your site, that should be mentioned also. And after that, your entire project will get prepared by the AI. In case you will be using Cursor AI for an example, or maybe Lovable, or like GitHub Copilot or any other AI tools, it doesn't matter. It is just like you need to have the proper understanding and knowledge about what exactly your AI is generating. Okay, so here's the process. What exact process that it is actually following over here? You will input the prompt and after that AI will process it, and after that it will build a prototype output. It is not like you will get an entire full-fledged website for which will be working 1 year, 2 year, or 10,000 years or multiple years. It is not like that. It will be generating a prototype output, and when the numbers of traffic will get increased, you need to change some features. You need to maintain your entire site. For that maintenance, you need to customize your entire site. Okay, now we'll be knowing about accuracy. It is just like it will be solving only 12% of your problem. That prototype will be only 12% of your problem. The entire thing, as I have mentioned you earlier, and you need to customize your entire site. Other 88% of your thing, it will get solved when you will be using your own creativity to build your entire site. It is not like it will not build the entire app. If you are thinking by entering the prompt and AI will be generating a full-fledged working website where millions and millions of traffic are going to come, and after that your entire site will work automatically. It is not like that. It is just like it will not build the entire app. As I have mentioned you earlier, it will be building the prototype site. After that, you need to customize it. Or maybe you are a freelancer. You are working for a particular client. If your client demands to add a particular feature, if you don't have the understanding about the language, then how will you add that feature? That is number one. Number two is you need to have the full-fledged understanding of the language. If you don't have the understanding about the language, you will not be able to understand what lines of code the AI have generated. And after that, it will become difficult for yourself only. It is highly recommended to have the proper understanding about the language. It is just like you are mastering that programming language. So now the question is whether to learn how to code or whether to go for vibe coding. Both are important. Vibe coding is all about being productive. It doesn't mean that you don't have the understanding about the language. It is just like having the full-fledged knowledge of the language. For an example, by using Python itself, you will be using Python in backend. Now in prompt you have mentioned all these things, but you don't have the understanding about Python. What Python, how Python OOPS work, what are the Python libraries that are working right now. For an example, we have pandas, we have NumPy, all these Python libraries are extremely important to understand nowadays for Python developers. You will be working on this server side. If any sort of error comes on that server, it is just like you will be working to build a site. Using Python itself, you will not be able to solve this problem and your entire site will get crashed if you don't have the understanding for Python itself. So it is highly recommended to have the understanding for, recommended only for being productive. Now this is for vibe coding. It is just like your client have demanded your site to build it as fast as possible. Now for writing your initial lines of code, you will be needing a whole lot of time. Your time will get wasted. So by not doing that, you are just asking AI to build that initial site, build that prototype, and after that I'll be customizing your entire site and then I'll be sharing it to client. All you need to do is just to add the customizable codes, all the new features, working on the user experience itself, and after that when your site will get full-fledged ready, you will be selling it to your client. So here for an example, it would have taken 2 to 3 hours. By using both the concepts, traditional way of coding plus vibe coding, it is now taking only 1 hour. So here's the conclusion for it. It is not like traditional coding versus vibe coding. It's a very wrong concept. It is just like traditional coding plus vibe coding, where your productivity for your buildings or software will get increased. It is all about that. Hopefully you are able to understand this entire concepts in vibe coding, your entire process of vibe coding, and after that in terms of accuracy, how much accurate your site is going to be. Then drawbacks of vibe coding. It is not exactly drawbacks, but some negative side of vibe coding. Okay, and after that, what are the things that you will be saying yes to? That means your first point will be for traditional way of learning. You need to have the full-fledged understanding about the language, what exactly AI is building, having the understanding for it, and then using vibe coding in order to be productive. And lastly, here's the conclusion. Traditional way of coding is not versus vibe coding is not the solution. Traditional coding plus vibe coding is the solution.